What app is so useful you can't believe it's free? Merlin Bird ID. It's basically Shazam for birds. I'm becoming a bird nerd as I get older, and this app has only enabled my transition. What is it about getting older and birds? Me and every single one of my friends are now fledgling bird nerds after a lifetime of not caring about them one tiny little bit. We all have Merlin, Libby for library ebooks and audiobooks. Important to remember that this is free because of your library service. Shout out to libraries for being fucking awesome. Tunity. If you're at a loud bar party and want to watch the game/movie/show, it just scans the TV and gives you audio for your earbuds.
Wait, what? This is insane.
This sounds too good to be real, Dan. Shazam, impressive accuracy and speed for a real problem. Shazam is what convinced my boomer father to get a smartphone. He had always had a cell phone from way back when they first came out, but insisted smartphones were pointless. We were having breakfast in a hotel, and some song from his youth started playing, and he was racking his brain trying to remember what it was called. I pulled out my iPhone, and Shazam told us the artist and song title in a few seconds. He upgraded to a smartphone the next day. VLC media player, plays anything you throw at it. Download VLC remote for your phone, and your computer now works like a Fire Stick. You're welcome. Just watch. Want to watch that movie but don't want to cycle through the gajillion streaming services to see where it's showing for free? Use this app to tell you where to see it and what it will cost you in your country's choice of apps and currency. Gonna save this thread and never look at it again. That's the realest thing I've ever heard in my life. Not really an app per se, but uBlock Origin. For all the work the developers put into it, it's a godsend on the web. This is one of those where it benefits the devs the same way it benefits their users. I'm sure they want the best ad blocking they can get and can just pass that benefit down. Google Map. I have no sense of direction whatsoever, literally changed my life. Offline Google Maps is like a cool human achievement. This is perfect for when you leave the country and don't want to get roaming charges, but still need to use GPS to get places. X. You rent a car and want to drive around and explore with no Wi-Fi. MediSafe. I take medication every day, and this has reminders for what when. Also, timestamps when you take it, so it gives doctors a good record if you ever need it. I've been using it for years, and they just recently added a feature to adjust dosage based on time zone changes when traveling. It really does help to keep me alive. It's funny that I stumble upon this tip now, although it might be a touch grim, for most my father passed away last week and the calling hours are tomorrow. I just finished getting everything ready, so we only need to dress and leave in the morning, and now I discovered the app that would have made managing his medications these past years so much easier. I've been his caregiver for years now, and it's been an adventure in finding all the things you'd never think of when it comes to being a carer, and while the timing here is unfortunate, I'll absolutely install this for use in the future when I take over my mother's medications, and I definitely know some peeps who would also benefit. I'll pass it on with much appreciation to you. Thank you. I used to love the app called StumbleUpon, but then it stopped working for some reason. StumbleUpon was awesome back in the day when I was bored and just wanted to kill some time on the internet. It was a genius concept that was defunded or didn't make a profit. Somehow, I'm guessing there were minimal channels for advertising revenue. Personally, it still makes me angry, as it was better than TV, and could have been utilized to understand and create preference maps, analytics, to better understand customer preferences. It was ahead of its time, and now could easily be revisited with AI Chat GPT. There could be the perfect marriage between Reddit and a StumbleUpon successor. DaVinci Resolve. Professional-grade video editor, and it's free. Better than anything Adobe has put out. Holy shit, this is way too far down. DaVinci Resolve blows Premiere out of the water. They also have a perpetual license model that is reasonably affordable. I couldn't believe when I first came across it that it was free. The learning curve is steep, but well worth the effort. Khan Academy is amazing and still free. Math education for everyone from single-digit addition to calculus. Second this. Their science review and reading comprehension lessons are also well done. They have a nice balance of age-appropriate and multi-purpose tools. I think a lot of kids who are too shy or too scared to ask for help, or don't have help in their community, benefit enormously from this resource, Pluto TV. They're starting to actually get a wide variety of channels now. I don't even need a satellite subscription. I just watch free TV on my phone if I feel like it. Pluto is great for the great 80s and 980s movies that you have grown up on, but that Netflix and Hulu tend to sometimes neglect. Tubi has the same use. I saw Unlawful Entry on Pluto with Ray Liotta and Kurt Russell, and it was actually pretty good. Radio. Click on almost any country in the world, select a decade from the last approximately 100 years, and choose a tempo. Boom, a unique radio channel-like playlist of engaging music. Very useful for me because I have a hard time finding weird new music. Takes a lot of the research effort out if you don't know where to start. Extra cool if you're into history and geography. Got really into pre-Khmer Rouge Cambodian pop, rock and Bosnian psychedelic folk from radio. Highly recommend people give it a download. Blender. Extremely powerful 3D modeling and animation software that is comparable to the software the industry uses. Completely free. No ads. I seriously don't get how Blender manages to be so good. I wouldn't say it's displacing proprietary software, but it is professional in a way that GIMP, Inkscape, Krita, etc. aren't. Blender is or will be the industry standard soon. It's extremely powerful to the point where you don't even know what to do with all the features it packs. Wikipedia? It's actually free in all senses of the word. If you want to nitpick that it's a website and not a software, well, it's a software too. You can download the Wikimedia software, set it up with no hassle, download all of Wikipedia, and set it up in your instance of Wikimedia. So now you have your very own Wikipedia, with blackjack and hookers, if you want. Okay. Helped me get very good grades in my studies. What does it do? It's a flashcard app designed with spaced repetition in mind. It's a more effective way of memorizing information by spacing the cards out into batches over several days and keeping track of the ones you struggle with to review more often. The app automates all of this, syncs your cards across multiple devices, and even offers community decks and mods for anything you'd ever need. A godsend for language learning. It gets a ton of use by med students as well. Google Translate. You can open Google Lens, photograph a label, menu, etc., and it will translate it for you. This thread has successfully made me download a bunch of apps I'll never use. Krita, a free, open-source drawing app, and it can be considered as serious. It has different brushes, blending modes, clipping mask, kind of alpha inheritance is a thing, layers, and basically everything you need for art. I do use default brushes, but you can install custom ones. Notepad++. Cozy. It's a family scheduling app, but offers a place to store recipes and shopping lists, and you can even assign the recipes to the calendar for meal planning. And everyone in the family can access and add to it. I am so grateful for it. We use it daily.